Hi, Coach Burrows on the Coach's Basketball Road with you. Episode number 24. Remember when the DVD had bonus content of deleted scenes? I had to delete this segment last week, and it was killing me. This 1921 on-court action picture from the Library of Congress Digital Archives. So much is in this picture. The player is shooting the free throw, underhand. Let's start there, aka granny style. George Mikan did that. He shot underhand, and he was 78%, Hall of Famer. Rick Barry was exclusively underhand, high school, college, and his 14-year pro career. He was over 89% Hall of Famer. Then there was Wilt. He tried underhand off and on. He just never clicked with free throws. 51% on his career, except for the night he scored the 100 points. He was 28 for 32. 87% from the free throw line that night, 36 percentage points higher than normal. That's part of episode number 16. Back to this young man who would be over 130 years old now. Here he is in his prime, shooting an underhand well before Mikan or Barry. Check out his knee pads, how thick they are. Why? Start with this floor. Per ChatGPT, it's built with narrow stripped hardwood laid out in a tongue and groove pattern. I'm an amateur. I had no idea what that meant. I would explain it like this. Those are boards laid right next to each other, maybe 2 feet wide, 6 to 10 feet long, all tightly connected, but raw and unfinished. So knee pads. Well, if a player slides on his knees on that floor or dives, which basketball often calls for, painful splinters were common. Most likely a primary reason for knee pads. And knee pads have always been to prevent floor burns, which was probably just as true on this floor as it is today. But there's also a rule in the initial 13 for when the ball went out of bounds. Possession wasn't determined by who touched it last as it is today. Rule number 9, when it goes out of bounds, the ball shall be thrown into the field and played by the first person touching it. In case of dispute, the umpire, referee, shall throw it straight into the field. The throw-in could cause a frenzy of collision or piling or sliding or diving for the ball. The knee pads clearly came in handy. Rule number 9 was not the best of Naismith's 13 aimed at his goal of non-contact. It's one of the few rules that changed completely. He did eliminate frequent collisions and vicious hits, but it being a competitive game with 10 players after one ball, that nature always ensured there would be some contact, physical play. There's also rule number 3. A player cannot run with the ball. The player must throw it from the spot on which he catches it. And then there's this line, allowance to be made for a player who's running at good speed. A technique of gamesmanship to exploit the allowance language may have been to catch it, slide on those knee pads to gain more distance, then pop up to their feet. There's no travel definition, just referee discretion. In the 1930s, travel language is clarified. Here's the shooter's teammate, same thick knee pads. The initials of HBS on the jersey, probably the high school it represents. Gotta love the careful game sock coordination with them blending almost right into those thick knee pads. This guy down the floor has just one knee pad on his left leg. His shoes, they're high top. Same with the shooter teammate toward midcourt. And here's the shoes of the shooter. History says Converse, their non-skid, was introduced in 1917. Very popular by the 1920s. And here's a preserved pair. Uniform in 1921. Jersey with a tank top. Shorts, team on the front, a number on the back. Knee pads, high socks, Converse shoe. A familiar combination even now, over a century later. The referee is behind him, stylishly dressed. Tie, vest, wearing the classy fedora of the day. For a man in the 1920s, a hat was like today's cell phone. You never left home without it. A high shine on his street shoes. He looks great. Interesting where he has positioned himself directly in the middle of the floor. And I don't see a whistle. Maybe it's because it cannot be seen in his hands, or perhaps the whistle is in a vest or pants pocket because of the stoppage by a free throw. The whistle was in normal use by 1910. But some refs just yelled foul or stop, then made their call. By 1921, the peach basket, long gone. Our player is likely shooting at a wooden backboard, open bottom net, hanging from a metal rim that we know is 18 inches in diameter. How do we know? On the morning of the day one game, 1891, Naismith walked into the Y. He wanted boxes 18 inches in diameter to score into. His building superintendent, Pop Stebbins, said, "We don't have boxes, but we do have, you know what, peach baskets." It's still called a basket today. Remarkably, the 18-inch diameter scoring target was established from day one, set just hours before the first game was ever played. Attendance surged faster than gyms could be built to accommodate fan capacity. At our game, the portion visible appears to be a big crowd, kids sitting on the floor. 2 men wearing their hats. Spectators back here too, behind the player with one knee pad. All around this picture, fans are jammed tight, every seat taken. There is a line looping the top of the key, so lines for the key lane must have been there, but there's no half-court line visible. And check out the free throw line itself. It's short, like a football field hash mark, but maybe 6 feet, just enough to show where the free throw shooter should line up. Distance from the rim, since 1896, free throw from 15 feet. The clearest evidence in this classic picture for all to see is right here. We don't have to speculate or put pieces of history together. It's in his eyes, his face. He is intense and focused. He wants this shot to go in. He wants his team to win, which holds true then, now, and through the basketball ages. You're on the coach's road, where basketball coaches travel along with passionate hoop enthusiasts. Please leave me a comment, subscribe, both are free. This is Coach B, over and out.